The Clone Wars, a dark time for the galaxy. The Clone Wars were a period of intense conflict and turmoil, a time when the very fabric of the galaxy was being torn apart by war and strife. The once peaceful Republic, led by the wise Jedi Knights, found itself locked in a brutal war against the Separatist alliance. The Jedi, guardians of peace and justice, were thrust into the roles of generals and warriors. This conflict, fueled by greed and manipulation, would forever change the fate of the galaxy and pave the way for the rise of the tyrannical Galactic Empire. The devastation was widespread, affecting countless worlds and civilizations. On one side stood the Galactic Republic, a democratic union of thousands of star systems. The Republic represented hope and unity, striving to maintain peace and order across the galaxy. The Republic was defended by the Jedi Order, peacekeepers who wielded the mystical power of the Force. The Jedi were revered and respected, their wisdom and strength a beacon of light in dark times. Opposing them was the Confederacy of Independent Systems, a collection of planets and corporations that had seceded from the Republic. The Separatists sought independence and freedom from what they saw as a corrupt and failing government. The Separatists were led by the enigmatic Count Dooku, a former Jedi Master who had grown disillusioned with the Republic. Dooku's charisma and vision attracted many to his cause, making him a formidable adversary. Behind the scenes, however, a darker figure pulled the strings, the Sith Lord Darth Sidious. A master of manipulation and deception, Sidious orchestrated the war from the shadows, his true intentions hidden from all but a few. The Clone Wars didn't erupt overnight. Tensions had been brewing for years between the Republic and systems dissatisfied with its governance. Many felt the Republic had become corrupt and unresponsive to their needs. Exploiting these grievances, Count Dooku rallied planets and corporations to his cause, promising freedom from what he called the Republic's tyranny. He argued that the Jedi, with their mystical powers, held too much influence. Dooku's charisma and promises resonated with many, swelling the Separatist ranks. However, the conflict wasn't simply about political ideals. Greed played a major role. Powerful corporations like the Trade Federation and the Techno-Union saw an opportunity to increase their profits by breaking away from the Republic's regulations. They provided the Separatists with vast resources, including a fearsome droid army. The simmering tensions finally boiled over on the desert planet of Geonosis. This arid, desolate world with its harsh terrain and alien landscapes became the unlikely stage for a pivotal moment in galactic history. Jedi Knight Obi-Wan Kenobi, investigating the Separatist movement, was captured by Count Dooku. His mission to uncover the truth about the growing threat had led him straight into a trap. His Padawan learner, Anakin Skywalker, and Senator Padme Amidala rushed to his aid, only to be captured themselves. Their desperate attempt to rescue Obi-Wan only deepened their peril. The Separatists, eager to make a statement, sentenced them to death in a Geonosian execution arena. The trio faced deadly creatures, their fate seemingly sealed. Just as all hope seemed lost, the Jedi arrived with a massive clone army, a secret force created at the request of the Republic. The arrival of these reinforcements turned the tide. The Battle of Geonosis had begun. The clash was intense, with both sides unleashing their full might. This clash marked the official start of the Clone Wars, a conflict that would engulf the galaxy in flames. The galaxy was now in turmoil, with battles spreading far and wide. The battle showcased the might of both armies, the Republic's clone troopers, bred for war, trained to be the ultimate soldiers, and the Separatists' seemingly endless droid legions. These mechanical soldiers, relentless and numerous, posed a formidable challenge. Explosions rocked the battlefield, and the chaos of combat was overwhelming. The fate of that galaxy hung in the balance as the two sides clashed with unyielding ferocity. The Clone Wars spread like wildfire across the galaxy, drawing countless worlds into its chaos. Entire star systems were engulfed in conflict, with battles erupting on planets, moons, and even in the vastness of space. From the skies above Coruscant, the Republic's capital, to remote outer rim planets, the fighting raged. The war touched every corner of the galaxy, leaving no world untouched by its devastation. Key battles became etched in the galaxy's memory. The Battle of Geonosis marked the beginning of the war, while the Siege of Mandalore signaled its nearing end. Each conflict left a lasting impact on the galaxy's history. The Battle of Christophsis saw the debut of Anakin Skywalker's Padawan, Ahsoka Tano, a skilled young Jedi who quickly proved herself in combat. Her bravery and quick thinking turned the tide in many critical moments. The Battle of Kamino highlighted the strategic importance of the cloning facilities as the Separatists attempted to cripple the Republic's supply of troops. The defense of Kamino was crucial in maintaining the Republic's fighting strength. Throughout the war, heroes emerged on both sides. Jedi Knights and clone troopers fought valiantly for the Republic, while the Separatists had their own champions, each side believing in the righteousness of their cause. Anakin Skywalker, with his incredible piloting skills and mastery of the Force, became a legend. His daring maneuvers and fearless leadership inspired those around him, making him one of the most celebrated figures of the war. His former Padawan, Ahsoka Tano, grew into a skilled commander, respected by clones and Jedi alike. Her leadership and compassion earned her the loyalty of her troops and the admiration of her peers. On the Separatist side, General Grievous, a fearsome cyborg with a hatred for Jedi, instilled fear across the Republic. His ruthless tactics and relentless pursuit of victory made him one of the most formidable adversaries the Jedi had ever faced. Section 5. The Shadow of Doubt. Cracks in the Republic. As the war dragged on, it took a heavy toll on the Republic. What began as a fight to preserve democracy slowly transformed into something darker. The Jedi, once peacekeepers, found themselves thrust into the role of generals, leading armies into battle. This constant exposure to war began to wear at their principles. Furthermore, the war exposed the growing corruption within the Republic itself. The Separatist alliance, initially viewed as the enemy, highlighted the very real flaws that plagued the Republic's system. The line between good and evil became blurred, leaving many, including Anakin Skywalker, questioning the very nature of the conflict. Section 6. A turning point, the Siege of Mandalore. A pivotal battle unfolded on the neutral planet of Mandalore. This ancient warrior culture, led by the pacifist Duchess Satine Kryze, became a battleground when Maul, a former Sith apprentice seeking revenge, seized control of Mandalore's criminal underworld. Ahsoka Tano, now no longer a Jedi but still driven by a sense of justice, led a Republic force to liberate Mandalore from Maul's grip. This siege, fraught with political intrigue and personal struggles, proved to be a turning point in the war. It further disillusioned Ahsoka with the Jedi Order and left her questioning her place in the galaxy. Section 7. Order 66. The Republic's Fall. Unbeknownst to the Jedi and the Republic, Darth Sidious, the puppet master behind the Clone Wars, had orchestrated every move. He had manipulated the Separatists into war while simultaneously gaining emergency powers as Supreme Chancellor Palpatine of the Republic. With the Jedi spread thin across the galaxy, Sidious executed his master plan. He issued Order 66, a secret protocol embedded in every clone trooper's mind. On his command, the clones turned on their Jedi generals, gunning them down. The Jedi Order, caught completely off guard, was decimated. Section 8. Aftermath, the rise of an empire. With the Jedi all but extinct and the Separatist leadership eliminated, Palpatine declared himself Emperor of the newly formed Galactic Empire. He branded the Jedi as traitors who had attempted to overthrow the Republic. The clone army, now under his direct control, became the first legion of stormtroopers, enforcing his will across the galaxy. The Clone Wars, a conflict that began with promises of freedom and justice, had ultimately paved the way for tyranny. The galaxy, scarred by war and manipulated by a master of deception, had fallen under the rule of a tyrant. Section 9. Legacy of the Clone Wars. The Clone Wars, though over, cast a long shadow over the galaxy. The conflict's legacy would be felt for generations to come. The rise of the Empire, the fall of the Jedi, and the lingering trauma of war became defining aspects of the galaxy's history. The heroes of the Clone Wars, forever marked by the conflict, were scattered. Some, like Ahsoka Tano, would continue to fight for justice in their own way. Others, like Captain Rex, grappled with the guilt and confusion of their actions under Order 66. The Clone Wars served as a stark reminder of the fragility of peace.